Working out to look good is a scam. I know I am a men's physique athlete and I love bodybuilding, and it's hypocritical of me to say because I'm also competitive. We are judged based on how we look on stage, and the one who looks the best wins. But let's move away from that for a little bit. Let's move away from bodybuilding. Let's move away from training to look good for a little bit. I want to get into the nitty-gritty, the actual meat of why working out is so important and what is the true essence of it. A lot of people will get stuck because they think because they think looking good is the purpose of working out. Like, you want to exercise because you want to have those nice curves, those toned muscles, those broad shoulders, right? I get that. But we get stuck. We get stuck a lot of the time because, as you continue or as you start and go through your fitness journey, you start working out, you start going to the gym, you're not going to see these visual changes right away. I did not see any changes to my physique. No significant visual changes to my physique for 2 years, right? I looked the same. I was lifting the entire world and I looked the same. Now, why am I telling this? Because I got stuck too. I was stuck like you. I didn't know how to start. I was lost in my fitness journey at one point. I was stuck with questions like, should I bulk or should I cut? Because I was really small and I wanted some muscle mass. But that means I have to bulk. So if I bulk, I'm gonna get fat. I'm gonna have some fat gain along with the muscle gain because I want to get bigger, but I also don't want to look fat, so I have to cut. Like, I was stuck with that cycle, that endless loop of bulking or cutting it, because I was worried about, again, looking good, about the visual aspect, the tangible, the superficial aspect of training. The epiphany I had after 12 years of being in a healthy lifestyle is that I shouldn't have to worry about bulking or cutting. It was the small choices every day that compounded over time, that were important throughout the day. Like, I was making healthier food choices. I chose to go to the gym instead of doing this less significant thing, gaming or doom scrolling at this hour. I chose the better option. It was that. It was falling in love with the subtle decisions that I make throughout the day. When I was wondering if I had to bulk or cut, or if I had to lose some fat, if I had to gain some, I didn't have to worry about that. I just worried about, okay, I'm gonna start eating healthy. I'm gonna eat good protein sources. I'm gonna eat good carb sources. I'm gonna cut out some sugars, maybe some coffee here and there, and I'm gonna start drinking a lot of water. I'm gonna start doing some walks every day. I'm gonna start logging my progress. I'm gonna start journaling. All these little choices just add up, just a wave of positive energy, day in and day out, week in and week out. And I compound those months and years at a time. That was 100 times more fulfilling than getting a bicep vein or something, something shallow like that. Because, well, for one thing, someone on Instagram or on TikTok is always going to look better than you. Someone's always going to be bigger than you. But that doesn't matter. The other people don't matter. Stop comparing yourself to others. What matters was you were comparing yourself to yesterday. I was better every day. I was doing my best to become the best version of myself in an upward direction. The results build on each other instead of breaking me down. So that's the fulfilling part about working out. That's what kept me going until it became a habit already. It came to a point where I couldn't live without lifting, without touching a barbell. Like, I gotta touch a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a barbell at some point in the week. Like, I can't live without it anymore. I can get by with touching other things, but that's a different topic. And also, in terms of programming, like, I didn't know how to program my workout. Like, for example, for chest, I would do way too much volume. Should I do incline or decline? Should I do my incline and decline? Because the upper chest, it hits the upper chest. I need to hit the upper chest, so I'm gonna do incline. Oh my gosh, I didn't hit my lower chest, so I think I have to do decline. Those were like beginner questions. Very naive to think that way, to actually look at training for purely cosmetic reasons. That's where we get stuck, because that is not the essence of working out. That's the shallow side of bodybuilding, of training in general. What I'm talking about here is the fitness lifestyle, the healthy lifestyle, peace of mind, and the healthy body that a fitness lifestyle will result in. This is why TikToks and shorts about, you know what I'm talking about, the to get this, you have to do this, to get a big chest, you got to do this, to get broad shoulders, you got to do this, so it's like you're treating the body as an object, like a sculpture, like a piece of wood that you're carving. I know that bodybuilders think that way, that we are artists, that we try to shape the body. Yes, that's one thing, but the human body is not sculpted the way wood or marble is. We don't etch it with quick fix solutions, not with a chisel or something. The experience is different. For you to shape this vessel, this hologram you're in, the driver, meaning you, the brain, your character should have had developed the habits to live a fitness lifestyle. That's why when you look at someone who is physically fit, you automatically assume that they are industrious, that they are serious, and that they are masters of their word. You won't meet someone who is fit and is timid. Their bodies are a result of how they think and how they go about their life and how they approach things. You must understand that to transform the body, the mind has to be solid first. The mind has to transform before the body does. If you're starting your fitness journey, you are better off not thinking in those terms. Think in terms of how is fitness gonna be beneficial to your life now. Like, how is it improving your life? Because at the beginning, you're not going to see any results, any visual changes. No, you cannot rely on motivation based on visual changes. It's not going to happen, at least not that fast. How you should go about exercise is that it's not a punishment. Exercise is not a punishment of your perceived inadequacy, okay? There's greatness in you. It's always been there. So don't punish yourself with exercise. Don't overwork yourself for all what you thought you did wrong in the past, like ate too much junk food, sedentary lifestyle, all that. Don't do that. Like, chill a little bit. Be kind to yourself, because exercise is a celebration of what your body can do now. So my main message here is, don't work out so you can look good. Work out because it builds your character, right? Work out because it makes you feel good. Oh, it feels so good, like after a workout. I know you're gonna be sore and exhausted after, right? That's especially if you're just going to the gym like your first time, second time, third time. There's some discomfort there, yes, but you feel accomplished through the day, right? You work out because you get your win for that day. You work out because it's fun. It's so fun to like push things. It's fun to pull things. It's fun to squat things. There's so many fun things you can do when you're strong. You celebrate this. Celebrate movement. Celebrate movement. Also work out because it makes you a better version of yourself. Like, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? You're gonna be a couch potato? You're gonna be lying on your bed scrolling through TikToks all day? You're gonna game all day? No, screw all of that. You work out because it keeps you in check. Makes you a better person. Makes you stronger physically. Makes you stronger mentally. Keeps you aligned spiritually. There's so much carryover to other aspects of your life. It carries over. It translates because you develop an attitude. And you work out because you're on a journey. You're on a journey of self-improvement, of finding yourself. So yeah, so if you're stuck because you're working out for purely cosmetic reasons, to get unstuck, get back to the root, you have to find the root, the very essence. Don't work out for purely cosmetic reasons. That should not be your initial motivation. Find the very essence, the very truth, the very juice, the very meat of working out. And that is because you've surrendered yourself to a process. You're on a journey of self-improvement, in the process of becoming. You're a work in progress. You're under construction, right? And this is perpetual. You're always in motion. That's what working out is.